I'm just wondering, what would happen if we released some more fish back into the wild? How many would make it to the sea? Oh dear. We might be here a while and it's killing the frame rate. Hello and welcome back to another Sons of the Forest guide, and today I'm going to be showing you how to activate creative mode without mods in Sons of the Forest. This means that you will be able to build without having to collect endless amounts of logs. You'll also be able to spawn items, and we'll also talk about various options all creators should use for making their builds stand out. Now, to do this, we will be using the dev commands for now, but it really wouldn't surprise me if for 1.0 they do release a creative mode in the new game options. So to start off, to activate dev commands, you need to type in cheat stick, all one word, once you jump into game. Once all the letters are typed in order, the command line will be enabled using F1 and it will open up in the top left. Now at this point there are several commands that you can use, and I will do some timestamps for this video to help you go back and forth easily should you want to check the commands at any point. By the way, if you do enter cheat stick and for some reason you press F1 and the command prompt doesn't come up, don't worry about it. Perhaps you've got a sticky key or you mistyped it. Just try the code again, and it's most likely that it will open for the second or third time that you do it. But I promise you it does work. Now with the command prompt open for the first time, you can now type in a series of commands. The first command that I'm going to recommend for creative mode is the log hack on. This will place a log in your hand and will allow you to place the log and instantly refill your hand with another log. This is great for building, and it works with any log type that you're holding. So for example, if you want to use a half log, drop the current log that you have, cut that in half, and then pick that up. When you place it, your hand will automatically refill with another half log. This is probably the most invaluable command at the moment for creative builds. And to turn this off, all you need to do is type the prompt log hack space off. If you're wanting to use the book to build, however, you'll need to use a different command. This is where instant book build space on comes in. So by typing that, you'll be able to select any blueprint in the booklet and it will instantly build it when you place it down. And then again, to turn this off, you probably know this already, instant book build and then followed by space and then off. And the great thing about this is you won't need to use any resources either. Before we talk about the next command, I should mention the command prompt will automatically start to fill out the command prompt as you type the commands out. So to select one of the highlighted commands, do press tab, and then from there you can press enter or add whatever you want to it, and that will fill out the prompt. Now you can also select previously used commands by pressing up and down on the arrow keys to find a highlighted command. This may well be useful for the next few commands that we're going to talk about. And also I should mention some of these prompts will work in multiplayer, such as the log hack, but I'm not sure as to all of them because I don't use multiplayer myself. If you hate getting hungry and running out of stamina in game or even dying, you can use the following command prompt, which is Godmode followed by space on. This will refill all of your stats and give you invulnerability. You can type this again or use the arrow keys whenever you're hungry or low on stamina to refill your bars, but it really isn't necessary because you can run for, like, you can place items down and run for an unlimited amount of time with this. It's just that the bar is reduced in size. Or if you don't want to use God mode, you can turn it off using God mode space off, but there is also another one which is just for unlimited energy. So for that, you can type in energy hack space on, energy hack space off to turn it off. That will just allow you to have unlimited energy, but there's really no point to it if you're using God mode, as it does the same thing and allows you to not die. To set a specific time of day, you can use the command set time of day, all as one word, followed by a space and then a number. 8, for example, is the morning, 8 in the morning, 20 is 8 p.m. in the evening. You can also lock the time of day by typing lock time of day, or one word again, followed by space on, and that will lock it so that you're not having any shadows passing by. And obviously, to turn it off, just replace the on with off. Sometimes you will need to use items for your inventory in order to build them, such as placing down the solar panels. Now, there is a little bug at the moment which allows for unlimited solar panels and balls to be placed. But if you want, for example, to fill all of the items up in your inventory, you're going to want to use the command add all items. This will fill out your inventory with every item that's currently in the game so far. And should you wish to, you can also spawn specific items. These will appear in front of you once you type the correct command. And to do this, just type spawn item, one word, followed by a space, and then the particular item, such as log or fish, and then space again, and then the amount that you want to spawn. So for example, if we wanted to spawn 20 fish, it would be spawn item space fish space 20. This also works great if you want to spawn in a glider. For that, you can do spawn item space glider space 1. Or if you'd rather spawn in the unicycle, which is the night 5, you can use the command spawn item followed by space, then night with the K, and then V at the end, followed by space and then the number that you want to spawn, such as spawn item space night V space 1. And there you go, you now have the night 5 available. Now, when it comes to screenshots or content creation for this game, there are a few really beneficial commands, but there's also a really cool tool that you should check out. And that is our free playlist of music on Spotify. So this music is copyright free for all creators, but it's also the perfect chill lo-fi vibe for doing creative builds in this game. So do check out the link to that. I'll put a link in the description below. As for commands that I'd recommend for screenshots and content creation, I do recommend turning off the user interface. And to do this, you need to do the command show UI space off, or vice versa to turn it back on, show UI space on. This one will clear all of the stats in the bottom right, which will make it perfect for taking clean screenshots. Another great option to use is the Freecam. Now, this will be a free cam that you can use to fly about in game. To enable this, just type in free camera and then space on. And this will allow you to have a lot more control as to your placement whilst trying to make those screenshots. Though the screen does seem to be considerably darker, so you might need to do some post-processing after if you want to brighten that up. It also allows you to see your character's body and control the head positioning by moving the mouse up and down, which you may find useful in some particular scenarios. Now, you can move about with the normal movement keys, so WASD, but you can only move relative to your camera's facing direction. So you will have to change the camera direction by holding down the right mouse button to turn the camera direction. That also means if you want to fly up, you need to face the camera up, or face the camera down and then reverse. But there you are, guys. Those are all the commands that I would recommend for creative building in Sons of the Forest. If you did find the video helpful, please do hit the thumbs up. And obviously, if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like to see a video on commands that I think are just useful in general, such as the commands for spawning in enemies or getting rid of like the trees, for example, then do let me know in the comments below and I will get onto working on that. But if you're wondering what to watch next, why not check out this creative build that I created using the creative mode that we've been talking about today. But we are going to leave it there. Special thanks does go to all of our amazing supporters, most notably our solo clips patrons James Owen, Firefless and Trebor, as well as our Lunas, the Calamity, Ben, Star, Shoku the MN Wolf, and That Dude AW, as well as our Blood Moon of the day, which today is Adam the Useless. Until next time, as always, ciao for now.